How Wealth Accumulates and Men Decay by G. B. Shaw. In his treatise critical of capitalism, Shaw related a parable of the pins. Pins originally were very expensive because they were made by hand. Makers of pins were skilled craftsmen who knew the business from buying the material, manufacturing the product to selling it. Eventually, by the time of Adam Smith, making of pins had undergone an evolution, for then it required 18 men to make a pin, each one doing just a little bit of the process before passing it to the next worker. The workers no longer had the skill to make an entire pin, but they became so proficient doing one process that many more pins could be made in less time. Pins then became plentiful and the country was supposed to be richer because of the many pins. But the owner of the pin factory was the only one who became rich. The workers, who had been turned into machines that did the job without intelligence, were fed the spare food of the capitalists. Meanwhile, the country was boasting of better schools, but remained silent about the spread of ignorance and helplessness among the workers, who had become robots without the skill of a primitive native who could manufacture all he needed from start to finish. Shaw remarked, "We should die of idiocy through a disuse of our mental faculties, if we did not fill our heads with romantic nonsense out of illustrated newspapers, and novels and plays and films. Such stuff keeps us alive, but it falsifies everything for us so absurdly that it leaves us more or less dangerous lunatics in the real world. Wealth today has accumulated tremendously, but humans have decayed remarkably. We do not live by bread alone. We need nobler values than the mere making, or mere possessing, of more and more wealth.